Hello, friends. How are you all? We meet again with the 11th chapter of this book, which is The Watchmaker's Shop. Here, a street in our town has a queer little shop, means there is a small shop which is strange looking and it is in the street. Queer means it is strange, with tumble down walls and a thatch on the top. That means it has walls that look they are falling down or they are broken, and all the wee windows with crookery panes are shining and winking with watches and chains. What does this means is it has wee windows, means it has tiny windows and the glass is bent, not straight. Crooked is bent, and are shining and winking with watches and chains. The glasses are shining and blinking like eyes with watches and chain of those clocks. All sorts and all sizes, and silver and gold, and brass ones and tin ones, and the new ones and old, and clocks for the kitchen and clocks for the hall. What does this means is inside the shop, there are clocks of many different kinds and sizes. Some are made of shiny silver and gold. There are big clocks, small clocks, old clocks, new clocks, all kinds. There are clocks meant for the kitchen, and there are clocks meant for the hall too. High ones and low ones, and wag at the wall. What does these lines means is there are tall clocks and short clocks, and even clocks that swing on the wall. Wag at the wall means the clocks that can swing, clock that has swinging pendulum. The watchmaker sits on a long-legged seat and bids you the time of the day when you meet. What does these lines means is the watchmaker sits on a tall chair. Long-legged seat is a tall chair. When someone meets him, he tells them the time. Bid is bid is to tell or see the time, okay? And round and about him there's a tickety-tock, from the tiniest watch to the grandfather clock. What does these lines means is all around the watchmaker you can hear the tick-tock sounds of the clocks, and there are very tiny watches and also very big clocks called grandfather clocks, like this one. Grandfather clock is a tall big clock standing on the floor. I wonder he doesn't get tired of the chime and all the clocks ticking and telling the time. But there he goes winding, lest any should stop. What does these lines means is the poet wonders how the watchmaker doesn't get tired of all the clocks ringing. Chime is sound made by the clocks. What is chime? It is sound made by the clocks. He keeps winding the clocks so they don't stop, lest is in case to prevent something from happening. There he goes winding to prevent any clock from stopping. Okay, this queer little man in the watchmaker's shop. That means the poet lovingly calls him a strange but cute little man who works happily in his watch shop. So we end this chapter over here, friends. Do like, share, subscribe with your friends. Bye. Meet again in the next session with the question answer.